There we are. Make sure I got sound. There we are. Yep, I got sound. Okay, guys, I am back up for another live stream today. Decided we shall delve back into Dragoncoast. And I'll be doing an art stream probably Saturday. I'm not sure yet. But right now, we're going to have some fun. Maybe. Depending on how complex I decide to make life in general. Why the heck? I told it to pause. There. Okay. Hopefully the music is coming through. I think I need to change the shape of this wing. Now this is what I'm just working on, is just a base form. This is going to be a 3D sculpture, but I have to give myself room to work. I've been wanting to do something like this for quite a while. For those watching this later, there was this really nice lady named Jade West, and she had passed away, and she'd sometimes come and watch my Minecraft stuff too, so I just wanted to do something. And so that's what this statue is going to be, is that something. I sometimes will do this, like I've done this in Neverwinter Nights when we had one player that had passed on, and so there was a real fancy shrine I did and stuff in the original Neverwinter Nights, not in the current one that I tried once and was just disgusted with because I missed the world hosting and the tool set and all of that stuff. Yeah, there we go. I'll do a little more traditional wing. Well, let's get this up on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. And the next row over? Yeah. The wings will be going further back too. I think for the moment that's probably good. Alright. So how do I want to approach this? This is so different than needle felting. No, not like that. I'm just looking at angel statues right now. Oh, wow. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. Yikes. Well. Huh. This is going to be a challenge. Let's see, let's at least start bringing this form out. I've done dragons, but I've never done an humanoid form like this, so we're gonna see. Oh hey, the Minecraft music is overlaying the regular music. Let's change that. Forgot I turned it back on. Okay. That's the other thing. Okay, still on peaceful. I don't want to have all my villagers die. Alright. Not get enough sleep today because I just got woke up by cats and decided I was awake, and so I thought, well, let's do some Minecraft. I have no idea if this is going to work out right. What am I doing? Hi, kitten. Let's see if I can make this actually look like what I want to. I'm not even... the hard part is I'm not exactly sure what I'm even seeing in my head at this point. So... this is so from scratch that I just have no clue. Boy, that's a view, though. Wow. All right. Is that going to be tall enough? Of course, I'm going to carry, I think I'm going to carry the gown into the tower. Kind of figure out what I'm going to do with this shape. I'm going to look at things again. Just a moment, guys. That's on Pinterest. Can't show you guys that because it's on Pinterest. I can't share it. Doggone it. Sometimes I really dislike Pinterest because it's so hard. You see something you want and you can't share it with other people, and it's just depressing. Face is going to have to be a little longer. Oops. If I had world edit, this might be a little easier, but I don't. Do. I'm supposed to build up the form and carve it down. That'll help. So much different than needle felting. Well, I'm finding out the reality of how different it is from needle felting, sweetie. Meow, 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 meow. Hi, kitten. Have a kitten on the back of my chair. Now she's whining at Daddy. Kitten whining. Hey, don't maul out at a kitten. I wish I could show you guys and get the actual camera working on this thing. You'd see that I have a kitten. Nope, she went. Now there's the other kitten. Hi, Plum. Bye, Plum. Easily distractible age. They're squirrels. That's what we call them. There's the squirrels. In part because they're extremely soft and silky. I just have a feeling that, yeah, I am gonna definitely have to go into that tower because this is gonna be too short otherwise. Which is fine. I'm thinking if I get the face worked out, that's gonna help me with how the rest of this is gonna pan out. I just wanted to work on this, so I figured, yeah, I'll open up the stream. What the heck? What is what? I have headphones on, dear. Just a second. Be right back, guys. Okay, back. Somebody was trying to bury the food dish. So we heard this. Oh, and it was this rhythmic pattern just kept going over and over and over again. Save this or to share this thing. Just a moment. Going over to my phone. Okay. Share. Oops. Copy link. Can't share directly to Facebook anymore from the YouTube app on the phone. Huh. No, kitten. No, kitten. No, get off the keyboard, kitten. Hi, you're purring. Okay, there we go. Got it shared on Facebook. All right. Kitten, not on the keyboard. Oh my, the whole kitten is rattling. It has added a lot more work in general in this house, but we've had so much joy with these 4 cats. With the 2 girls and the older cats. It's just been just kind of a really happy thing. Okay, that head definitely is not going to be long enough. That's what I needed to see. Trying to figure out the dimensions of this thing. That might actually work better. Yeah, that's gonna work a little better. At least get it so I can start a face. Start building up the 3-dimensional form. So then I know where to go with the rest of it. for a bit, this is gonna look really, really incredibly stupid. Almost looks like I'm sculpting a Squidward here. Oh dear. No, no kitten! Oh. Up there. I'm gonna have a kitten warming up my back. Probably will start trying to eat my hair. Yep. Cat! Ow! Stop pulling on my hair. I want it longer, not shorter. How am I gonna do this? I don't even know if I go that much detail in the face, because I think this statue is not big enough to do full facial detail. We're gonna see what I can do here. It's going to be hair going back too, so. have to come back to that. I think I'll just do the base form and then figure out where I'm going from there. So let's start angling the wing back. Go. There we go. Take the previous form out. I don't need it anymore. This is gonna be a hard one. Is that going to be far back enough from where the shoulder is going to be? Probably not. Ah. Take a bit to get this 3D form in here. I should have paid attention to all these videos I watched about doing dragon wings and stuff years ago. Set up your wireframe and do this and do that, and I'm just throwing it all away. That might end up going far enough back. Kinda looking like it. Oops. Don't think it matters much. Just a base structure anyway. I don't know if it's coming through the microphone, but in case you guys are wondering, hubby is doing mission running in EVE Online. I will be joining him later. Just wanted to work on this for a while. Not that anybody's watching anyway. What if somebody watches this later? Ah! Suppose if I just get this in, add to it, carve into it, whatever I feel like doing, I suppose that'll make it a little on the easier side for me. Instead of worrying about the full form at this moment. I think that's got a good amount of depth right there by the looks of it. think that's gonna be a good shape right there. Looking like it. Oh, nice and long. That's gonna be good. Whoops. Just checking something. Do. Huh. YouTube's given me some weird numbers again. It's saying that I aired this 3 weeks ago. What on earth? A second, guys. No, I'm live right now. Boy, YouTube analytics is just bizarre. Oh, live chat's working. Huh. It's just weird. Supposedly, I'm airing this live right now 3 weeks ago. Yeah, hubby just said the wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. One of these kingdoms might have to have a full-size TARDIS in it just because of this. Sometimes their system is so bizarre, you just don't understand what's happening. Give me a good 3D start for the wireframe right there. Still not exactly sure what to do about this head. If I start framing in the rest of it, it'll give me an idea. Still building the framework. once I feel better about the wings, it's gonna help me with the rest of this, probably, maybe. Go to bed. You're that tired. Oh, you look like you're wiped out. Second caffeine. Just Diet Mountain Dew right now. Bob Ross is reserved for the art live streams only. Ah, flying fart. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I think this is actually harder than doing a dragon, because it's like I have to be able to come up with a recognizable form. Well, I mean, you do with dragons too, but this is a far cry different, because I have a little less leeway with this. It's gotta look human. I have thought several times of cheating and trying to get world edit in this thing, but I never had any luck with getting world edit to work. So I don't know. Would probably make this task a lot easier. Oh, hi Sadie. Peepers, now the city she's still up for adoption, and the city turned around and now they think she's a quail again. So this poor bird has been changing species left, right, and sideways. She changes species faster than anybody else changes their underwear, you know? And they named her Turkey because she is still colored like a turkey, but now they're saying she's a quail, which still was just really out of character for the area to have a quail wandering around. So I think somebody was raising them and she got loose, but I'd still love to have her, but I just don't have a place to raise birds, you know, and I'd still have to have the special licensing and all that stuff. How do I want to approach this? See how much I have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to really do some serious... The gown's going to have to go right into the tower. I said enough is enough, is what basically happened. between the supporting Hitler comments, which they now are saying is a joke, and the constant racist slurs that are going on, and I just said I don't want to be a part of this, and so she blew her cork, and so did her husband. Instead of taking a look at what they're doing, it's my fault, you know, so it's like, yeah, whatever. And it's like, you know, this is just something I don't want to be part of. That much negative and hate is not where I want to go with my life. So it took me a while. I had to sit and stew on it for a while, and I'm like, yeah, enough is enough. I put up the video. I can't, and I'm not retracting it. And the hard part is even if they were joking, which at the time, no, he was not joking. And I get sick of this things where people make insults and they follow the president as far as saying, oh, well, I meant that as a joke, you know. No, you don't. And there's certain things that you just don't. She's a victim of abuse in the first place. She wouldn't want people joking about the abuse she's been through. So why is it okay to make jokes about what happened at the Holocaust? Because there's still people alive dealing with the after effects of that. And that I just didn't want that in my life. I have a family member who's still dealing with the after effects of that. And from growing up in Germany with all of that going on, and I just can't justify supporting that. So that's basically what went on. Someday maybe they'll realize what they're doing. I think they were doing it mostly to get subscribers and views, but you know. Supposedly I only did that to get subscribers and views, you know, according to them, but I really am not concerned. I have a great job. I have a decent income. I mean, yeah, having subs would be nice, but this is a hobby. Like right now, I thought, hey, I want to go and work on this angel statue in Minecraft. I'll just open up a live stream. Why not? You know, so I mean, that's where I go. Oh no, Paranor dear. Oh my word. Oh, the storm that brewed. Holy cow. It was pretty bad. It was really, really bad. And the storm's still brewing. It's gotten apocalyptic. Supposedly, I'm the harbinger of the end times again. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Supposedly biblical verses were being read, which is opening up the seal to something to bring about the end times and, you know, destroy the world. And everybody uses me for the sign that the end of the world is nigh, and I just don't understand. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's being children, and as I said to Sadie, you know, instead of looking at what they are doing, they're just blaming other people. Because you're just supposed to put up with it, you know. Oh dear Lord, this is gonna be a long project. Oh my goodness. I'm trying something new, Paranor. I'm trying to do a three-dimensional angel statue. I never did get your horse statues done. Someday. I'll have to come in and just creatively build your horse statue that you wanted so long ago. I know, Mudbrooker. I feel so lucky. Yeah, that's exactly it. And I mean, I stood by her, especially through thick and thin, you know. You know, I am happy that they were able to get back together. You know, I mean, it was like I was really rooting that they would, you know, be able to get their lives back, and they did, and they're just trashing their lives now. And, you know, that's not my responsibility or anything. And I still wish them the best. I really do. But supposedly I'm evil, and, you know, on and on and on like that. And people hide behind their religion, and I just think that's absolutely terrible too. They, like G-Man using religion as an excuse to be able to act badly, and oh, God will forgive me. Yeah, what about the people that you actually hurt, you know? I don't know if you guys heard it, but hubby says that he wishes them a early morning bout of explosive diarrhea during early morning rush hour. Well, you're never banned here. You're always going to have the wrench here, Paranor. No. But he's suddenly silent, so I don't know if he's typing or if he's laughing at your comment. Well, you're not in. How is he going to moderate you? Plus, you're a moderator too, so... Moderator battle! Oh, yeah. Well, he's causing his own, I'm messy? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Sadie. That's okay. There's a lot of people I've wanted to super chat with, and now is just not the time. Finances don't lend for that very well. Oh boy. It's actually kind of coming together already. Wow, nice. Well, now it's supposedly that he posted that it's okay to call transgender people it. And something along the lines, I don't know how it came about, that they're not quite human or some such crap like that. So he's really gone to crap you know. And I was like, yep, I'm done with that one too. So same thing. As soon as this crap storm, he started doing it, and he was supporting the sex offender and stuff like that, and I did too. I broke off with him too. Yeah, and I mean, she's got her mental health issues, and I will give her that. There's some things that she does that are very, very classic for borderline, and I'm very understanding of that. That's where I worked in psych, but there is a point where it's just too much excuses, and her husband is not even trying to rein any of this in because he is just as bad. And just the whole using the religion as an excuse, it's just as bad as G-Man. It really is. And I still stand by her decisions regarding G-Man. I think what he did to her was absolutely hideous. But now she's acting the same way. And I don't stand by G-Man. I don't talk to him. I don't anything. And if she has to be that way, so be it. I've never even seen that show. I don't know, Paranor. I think one's a nickel and the other's 5 pennies. Sorry, bumped the microphone. Yeah, one's a nickel and the other's 5 pennies in this at this point. But yeah, he tried to take her for a lot of money. There was a lot of threats. I mean, typical G-Man stuff, you know. And he just took it way too far. So I will always back her on that one because it was bad. But she's not going to listen to that. Like my video I uploaded last night, she didn't even watch it. She claims she did. But she missed the point. Because she did bring up a good point. And, oh yeah, exactly. But she's using the N-word to grow her channel. And she's going about this really, really wrong. I mean, they both have made themselves an anathema now. They're getting the trolling subs more than anything else. But there was one singular good point, is we do need to have a conversation with each other countrywide about the N-word and, you know, try to, maybe that's a catalyst to try to get rid of some of this racism. I don't know, because we're so distracted by the black and white, you know, the skin color, all of this stuff, and white privilege and black you know, black oppression and all this, on and on and on. We need to have these conversations, and we're not. It's just everybody angry at everybody. And I don't think that America is going to fix its government or anything else until we start having these conversations. So I agree with her there, but not the way she's approaching it. No, supposedly I'm ashamed of being white, according to her. That's what she had put out last in the middle of the night. Is I'm ashamed of being white. Yeah. I didn't know I was. I'm pretty proud of my German heritage, actually. I have an old German family that I come from, and we've got a very intriguing history, and I enjoy the person that I've become. Why am I ashamed of it? You know? So I think somebody's projecting a bit much. Yeah, that's true. And she's definitely not shutting up and listening. And as I said to Sadie, the problem is that if you turned around and used sexual crimes as a joke with her, she would get angry as heck and offended to no end. But she does not correlate that what she's doing is exactly the same thing. And I don't think she's going to. And somebody pointed out to me last night she was ranting and hubby was ranting and everything, her hubby. And the kids are right there. And the thing is kids are old enough to see their parents on YouTube, and it's like, in the future, how embarrassing for the children. Seriously. My kids are not embarrassed about me. Only when I play Mississippi Squirrel Revival loudly in Walmart with them there. Yeah. Now, are you guys hearing the music? I didn't know if the music is coming through or not. If not, well, I'm enjoying it anyway, so. Just laying in blocks right now. Okay, go down. Okay. Let's see if I can turn. I don't know if I can turn up the mic. Nope, that just does the general sound. Okay. Over to OBS. Alright, let's see if that does any different. Too much? I cranked the microphone all the way up. I suppose that's going to be really loud again. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right, how about that? I'll be sitting next to me and fakes yelling, what? Well, Sadie, I have random music list on there. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that's all random stuff. I got a lot of classical. I got some other weird things. I'm going to be expanding a lot more on my music list, too. I just like the woman's voice in this one. But I listen to various things like Enya and all, you know, all sorts of other stuff, so... And then there's the weird little ukulele stuff, and I have to go by what YouTube offers for free because that way I don't get copyright strike. So this is all YouTube free music. So I'm pretty limited. Unless I sing myself. Oh yeah, I promise. I think if I bring the base of the skirt around this way. Just trying to shape this thing out a bit. Jade is getting a big statue. Not that in her next life she really cares. But hey, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Ah! You may bunked my head on the bricks. Still miss Jade. She was pretty cool. Now Bill Ludlow's gone. It's like, jeez. She was fantastic. Oh, I care about copyright strikes. Yeah, me too. Jade West was part of the great debate community, and if anybody came up with anything, she'd science the crap out of it. And she could research the most interesting things, and she had this extensive library of books and files and everything. She just like read constantly and researched constantly, and she was a very staple force in the great debate community. And honestly, I think things kind of fell apart after she passed away. And then there was another friend of mine, Mo the Pagan. She had passed away not that long after. So we lost some good people all at once. And now we've had recently in the this was about, what, year and a half ago, Paranor, that she had passed? Yeah, she came around because humans are interesting. She just fell asleep in her bed and never woke up. She had a lot of medical issues, though. And now, so recently, we've had Psystrike pass away, combination heart attack and car accident. And then we just lost Bill Ludlow, too, who was working as a volunteer at the Arizona Museum of Natural History and did a lot of science videos and a lot of stuff about evolution and stuff, and he was really cool. So, yeah, it's hard when you lose people that really are making an effect, you know, and making a difference. Yeah, Psystrike, I don't know the story, but there was a heart attack involved while he was driving. And I don't remember if they think that the heart attack killed him or the car crash did. And this was just a few months ago. He was, I think he was my age. I think he was like 51 or 52. He wasn't that old. Might even been a little younger. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, his sister is, I guess, managing his Facebook account. So we'll still, you know, you still see Psystrike posting, but that's his sister doing it. Because, you know, if somebody dies, you can't delete their Facebook account. Whoops. Why did I? Yeah, stop hitting the button that way. Yeah, he was a cool guy. I really liked him. He was pretty awesome. Yeah, I think at some point we kind of we get past our prime, and medicine is keeping us going longer. Because our lifespans were shorter for most people, although I can't remember what was that one king that went into battle in like his late 60s or something. Right. No, the what they based the movie 300 around. Oh, King Leonidas was how old when he went in that battle? Yeah, he was like in his 70s going into the battle with the the movie The 300 was based around. So, I mean, there were people who were old. Hubby just said pretty spry for an old guy. And then, like Ramses II died pretty old too, you know. So, yeah, I mean, there's outliers here and there, but modern medicine has made us, you know, age past our prime. So, it'll be interesting to see how that affects human evolution in the future, but then I won't see that because I'll be long gone. I think we all will. Well, yeah, a while back 25 would have been old, you know, which is why you know, as soon as girls were getting their periods and stuff, they were marrying age, you know, and that's why there were lots of children and lots of babies. Birth rate mortality was pretty high. I mean, you know, not to mention diseases, and that's why we have vaccines, is to kind of stop some of that stuff, you know, and we've done a lot. Vaccines have actually made a huge difference because we've been able to live longer without catching these highly communicable, dangerous diseases that people died from in the past. Vaccines cause adulthood. I'm actually starting to like the shape of this thing. It's got a metric butt ton of work to go yet, but I'm starting to see what I want to see out of it. That's cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they have. And, you know, it's just like, I'm a little disgusted I can't get the shingles vaccine. I got really super sick and reacted to the new one that they came out with, which my doctor's like, great, fantastic. I was going to have a clean record of patients who could get the vaccine, and you, Miss Allergies, has to come in. But then my medication allergy list is like a novel. I'm also allergic to the rabies vaccine. I wasn't for the first batch of shots, but the very last shot I started getting really sick and doing the whole, you know, heart palpitations, headaches, blue thing, you know, and yeah, so I can't have the rabies vaccine ever again. It's inconvenient when you start turning blue. Yeah, isn't that bizarre? Yeah, the extreme end of the diet spectrum, a lot of them are anti-vaxxers, yeah. And I love how they think that they're qualified to give diet advice because whatever they're doing is temporarily working for them. The cure was successful. Sorry, the patient died. Oh my gosh, Paranor, that's terrible. No, it's like it said in my last live stream that, you know, for the laughs I watch Frank Tufano because it's kind of just funny. He eats month-old rotten liver, I mean, or 6-month-old. It's like Severia, or people know him as Sverige. He's just as bad. But here Frank is starting to get really, really sick all of a sudden. He's not feeling well. So he's blaming it on EMF radiation and 5G. And he plugs... I'm not making this up. He plugs himself into the little grounding thing in the outlets to ground himself to the earth. And to the magnetic field of the planet. I'm not making this up. He wires himself into outlets. He also tans completely naked so that he gets full exposure to the positive forces of the sun, and because tanning is completely good for you. He's gonna have skin cancer down there, guys. You just know it. I'm sorry, I can't even see what I'm doing in this thing because I'm laughing. Oh, I missed that one. Where am I? I was laughing too hard. Megan Remedy, I haven't watched enough of her yet. I know she actually is an actual nutritionist. She just went the holistic route. So I have a bit more respect for her than I do other ones. But I really haven't watched a lot. Yeah, hubby just said, do you guys realize that when you suggest things to me, then he ends up having to suffer through it too? No, but Megan Remedy actually is a legitimate registered dietitian, I think. So she's got a little bit more clout than other ones who call themselves that. Like, I had to laugh. Now food really isn't. Oh, hi, Adam. Yeah, food really isn't medicine. I thought she was a registered dietitian. Yeah, I can't even remember her name now. That one that was doing IVs of vitamin C and told me that I was a crap nurse because I wasn't making as much money as she was scamming people, you know? I can't even remember her name. She just kind of vanished. That one was a trip. I'll have to look at Megan Remedy again then, because I could have sworn that she was a registered dietitian. I thought she actually had a legitimate degree, though. I'll have to look again. The other one that makes me kind of laugh, though, I sometimes watch Fairly Local Vegan. The gal's trying to be vegan with Crohn's and celiac disease. So she's just set herself up for a massive fall to begin with. That's definitely not the diet for her. And now the Crohn's is getting so bad that she's really, really getting sick. And she can't eat anything. She's peeling zucchini and boiling it up and mashing it so that she can actually eat it, because the fiber causes problems with Crohn's. So she has to remove all the fiber from the plant foods she's eating. She has 3 kids, I think, and she's just getting worse. And so she went to Goji Man and had him she paid for these fancy tests of his. And then she went to her doctor about the celiac and the Crohn's, and she brought the test results in from Goji Man, and they didn't even want to look at it. Well, no, they're not legitimate tests. The guy's a scammer. So, she needs to start having eggs and having meat and things without fiber in, you know, go on a Bratz diet or something. She needs to do something. The girl's gonna die, and she's got these young children. And it's really sad, because she's a nice person. Oh, geez, Paranor, you're a busy boy. Well, you have a good night, Paranor. Say hi to everybody for me, and I will talk to you later. I'm glad you popped in. Oh, yes, Sadie, she does need to go on a zero fiber. Hugs, dear. Science the crap out of that stuff. I almost swore. Don't offend the gods of YouTube. Oh, he kind of has to. Life happens. Let's see. So that's starting to take shape right down that tower. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm just going to keep adding to this till I'm satisfied with the shape, I think, is my way I'm going to have to approach this thing. Trying to do outlines just isn't working for me. Oh, and then I still can't believe the day that I agreed with Freely the Banana Girl. Hubby just choked. She was reviewing Trisha Paytas's 5-day water fast, and Trisha was complaining that she didn't keep the weight off that she lost over the 5 days. And Freely's like, you can't starve yourself, you know? And I was like, I actually agree with her because Trisha's getting young women to follow her, and this isn't helping girls with anorexia or anything else or any eating disorders. Because here's this influencer that is, you know, telling them that this stuff is okay to lose weight and everything. They're going to destroy their livers. They're going to destroy their kidneys. There's such a thing as water toxicity. People can end up in comas from it or dead. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Freely does. Her shoulders and everything, she looks so bad. Oh my gosh. There's no way that gal is not starving herself. But yeah, I thought Janine made some very good points about Fairly Local Vegan, and I'm gonna do a video about her too, addressing the health concern there because it needs to be brought up. It needs to be discussed. So anybody else who is trying to restrict their diet that much while they have diseases like that, they need to know that they shouldn't be restricting themselves like that. And like I said, I really like Fairly Local Vegan, but she's gonna leave this world and her kids are gonna be without a mom over a diet that is a religious diet. And I understand why she's doing it. She doesn't want to hurt animals. She's trying to live zero waste and everything, but you know, there's a point where you can't martyr yourself, you know, and that's where she's heading. Sorry, I had to pause a moment. I have a kitten in my arms. She insisted that she wanted loves right now. Okay, now she's on the back of my chair. Now she's on the floor. I had to get cuddles. I wanted cuddles. I know it's a lot of work having 4 cats, but you know, these kittens have just brought so much happiness in this household. Not that Thomas hasn't. Thomas is a really good cat. He's just awesome. So's Oscar. Oscar can be a jerk sometimes, but he's an old man too, so we got a grumpy old man. But these kittens have just brightened things up. I have to figure out why it's not working on this machine. And this is my new machine, and I have a really nice camera and stuff. But if I try to switch the camera to this computer that I'm on right now, it won't work. Or sometimes it'll work, and it'll work for like 5 minutes, or it'll work for recording, but it never works for live streaming. So I don't know what is going on there, so I just kind of gave up. I may eventually have to get another webcam for this one here and just keep the other one on the other machine. But the other machine that I have in my art room freezes up a lot because it is pretty old. And so I don't like to live stream directly off of that. And if I move the camera to do any artwork or anything, it'll freeze the camera up, and then, you know, I have a black screen on the live stream. So I have to do those streams with my phone. And I just use that computer in there to monitor the live chat, and that's all I can, and the music, and that's really all I can do with it. So, you know, computers get older, just like us. Really, my work bag is not a cat scratcher. Kittens. Oh yeah, Freely's thyroid really is sticking out. She is just a skeleton with skin. Absolutely terrible. And now she's opened up a channel of her being a weight loss expert. Like, yeah, you can lose a lot of weight when you're dead. You know. You don't have to worry about gaining weight anymore. Yeah, that woman is promoting eating disorders too. I watched Kitten knock things off the table. I watched another person who used to follow her raw till 4 diet, and she said, oh yeah, it was great for me to end up with, you know, to fuel binge eating and everything else. She said I would eat until I got sick. And I didn't care because, hey, it's all these carbs. I can eat what I want, you know. And I thought that was a really interesting perspective on that, you know, that a lot of people don't talk about. Is Freely is promoting eating disorders and essentially bulimia, because how do we know she's not... She had an eating disorder before she started this raw till 4 thing. How do we know she's still not doing eating disorder behaviors beyond the eating tons and tons of food? You know. And I think Freely is better off just doing her camera videos where she's showing living in the jungle and doing all this stuff where she doesn't talk. I think those would be fantastic. She's done several and they were beautiful videos. It's like, no, just keep doing this. Freely, shut up. Because they really were beautiful videos. I really, really enjoyed them, you know. Yeah, yeah. That woman is not in any condition to be a mother. I think now she's getting too old too. Because we still have this thing that past a certain age, I think like 35 or 40, you still have a really, really high incidence of Down syndrome or other genetic disorders if you're reproducing that late. And so I think Freely's getting old enough that she's reached that cutoff. Oh yeah, she's very unlike. She doesn't even get her cycle anymore. She lost that a long time ago, and that's a bragging point with her. The woman is nuts. Okay, hubby just said she's bananas. Pair her up with Ray Comfort. Sing us a song, you're the banana man. Yeah, she does. She really promotes disordered eating. It's just terrible. I think I'm going to bring this down further. I want that really draping over the walls of the castle. I might stick a mural on the other side eventually. I'm going to have the dress go down the wall this way. And then on the other side, inside the castle, I'm probably going to have a mural inside the castle walls. So let's just get this shape set in there. I didn't quite know what I was doing when I started this thing, started working on this, but I think I'm getting there. I know I'm going to have a lot more 3D work to go, but yeah. This is not going to be a quick project. This is this is probably worse than the mirrored floor. Which is in the thumbnail for this video. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she does. I thought, what was it, 5 years ago? She was really pretty back then. She really was. And her disordered eating has really gotten out of control. And what I think is really interesting is people that start doing these weird vegan diets like, oh gosh, now I can't remember her name. She just had a baby, and the baby even looked starved. The baby looked like a corpse. Or it came from, you know, the parts of Africa where they have no food coming in because of the government, where you've got all that malnutrition and everything. The infant she had looked that way, and now I can't remember the woman's name. But these people tend to move to these areas where they don't have to deal with the government. Baby Leo, yes, and I can't remember the gal's name now. But like if you look at the carnivore community too, you have Bobby's Perspective is not living in the States. Primal Edge Health is not living in the States. He's in Ecuador, I think. So they're going to these places and, you know, making a living off of YouTube promoting really bad diet advice. And they don't fall under the laws of prescribing things to people because they don't have a medical license, because they're not in the United States, and that's why they're moving to where these locations that they're at. And so they can keep up the scam. And that's really all it is. I'm waiting for Frank Tufano to someday move. If he makes it that long. Hopefully he'll someday realize that his diet's not doing him any favors. Yes, Fit Shorty Eats. Thank you. That's who it is. That's who it is. That baby, Leo, looked absolutely horrible. That poor thing. And of course they move from one country to the next, supposedly chasing these exotic fruits. She's avoiding all governments. She's avoiding all medical care. That child is going to die young. And it is a mental illness at that point. They shouldn't be, you know, if they were in the United States, they wouldn't be able to get by with this, because there would be public health nurses and other people that'd be going, hey, wait a minute. Your infant looks absolutely terrible. They're seriously underweight. Your baby has wrinkles and sunken eye sockets and a sunken stomach, and you can see all its ribs. There's something wrong, you know? And so they're doing this just to avoid the government. And they get free reign on YouTube, and, you know, there's people supporting them. Lots of super chats, lots of all of that stuff. And people that fall for this stuff, and it's dangerous. And I mean, myself, I do, you know, I've really limited how much meat I eat because of my health and stuff. But I also find out my health craps out if I don't have at least some animal products in. Am I comfortable with it? No. I'm not comfortable with taking a life. But I'm not going to martyr myself. I have to survive, you know. And I am expanding my cooking repertoire and stuff. I'm finding things that I really enjoy having, and you know, as far as vegan dishes and vegetarian and stuff, you know, I'm just learning to cook more and cook better, and you know, so be it. I don't understand why. I thought it won't let me bring your comment back. I missed it too. Because I don't have a mod on right now. Well, I don't know why it's doing it, because I used to have comment approval, and I changed that last week where anybody can comment. So I don't know why it's deleting her comments. What was it that you said? Because I can see it before it gets deleted. Oh, I'm seeing it because I'm, well, you should be able to see it too, though. You're a mod. Huh. Yeah. She does look, I'm sorry, she does look like Richard Simmons. Tina looks like Richard Simmons. It's so bad. Her head is just way too large, and now I know she actually had a very large head when she was younger too. I've seen the younger pictures of her, but still. Huh? I couldn't even follow Fit Shorty Eats on Instagram. It made me cringe so bad. It was terrible. Yeah, she's always had those. I mean, I have a high forehead and I always have had one, but hers is really intriguing. That just made hubby laugh. Hubby's sitting next to me chuckling. Sometimes things can be funny when you're using polite words, I guess.
Her forehead is just intriguing.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, sweetie. Thank you, Sadie. Oh, my poor husband is just losing it. We laugh a lot in this house. It happens so much. And when my kids come home for anything, it's like, I guess my ex-husband and his new wife fight like cats and dogs most of the time. So my kids will come here, and you know, we're all just busting a gut most of the time. And it's not that we don't have serious things happen, and it's not that we don't take things seriously, but we just tend to find humor in everything, and having some, you know, we like to have some joy, and it's just the way it is around here. So we find some things pretty funny that are just obscure and weird. Wasn't a word you expected me to use. Well, think of a late 20-something short woman with hair and a forehead like Richard Simmons, except her hair is blonde. And we're talking Richard Simmons now, who has not aged well. Fit Shorty Eats looks that old. It's bad. Yeah, pretty sure. This is actually coming out pretty cool. I have so much work to go, but this is coming out really decent. Whoops. Oh no, I was laughing. Oh geez, I didn't know she had kidnapping threats. Oh geez, wow. Fit Shorty Eats took her photos of her baby offline because she had people threatening to kidnap the baby. That's the gal that's living, you know, traveling from country to country to eat raw fruit. Because her baby looks like it stepped out of Auschwitz. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I think Daphne Reloaded still has photos of baby Leo, but oh my gosh, that poor thing. Well, she had a newborn, so she was breastfeeding, but her diet's so bad, and then she ate nothing but fruit while she was pregnant besides, so the baby was stunted to begin with. There was no body fat. So yeah, baby Leo was in really bad shape. Yeah. Rescue at that point, yeah. Like I said, if she'd be in the United States, she wouldn't get by with that, so that's why they're living in other countries. And they move out of the US to be able to do this stuff. Whoops. Well, this is going to look really decent. Let's see what I've got from the side so far. I'm going to have a lot of work on the back of this thing because it's going to have to extend down that way, and yeah. And the head, and the hair, and the arms. Ay, ay, ay. Oh yeah, yuck. I can't even think of that. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, Sadie said that Fit Shorty Eats breast milk probably tastes like rotted fruit. Sorry. I think you'll be okay. No. Actually, that needs to be lower right there. I had to start working on another spot on this thing. Oopsie. Do. Okay. I don't have regular cable TV. I just have Amazon Prime and Netflix. So I end up having to watch things way behind others. But like right now I'm watching Doctor Who from the very beginning. So went from William Hartnell. I'm right now on Tom Baker episodes. So I have a lot of stuff that I'm already watching. And I'm waiting for season 5 of Lucifer yet. And yeah, so I have like 6 things I'm watching all at once. But yeah. 90 Day Fiancé. I just never really was interested in that though, is the problem. I'm actually waiting for the next season of Hell's Kitchen and Master Chef. And Lucifer. Lucifer's really good. Love it. And Tom's a little cutie. What? He's cute. The guy can sing like, holy cow. I don't know if my Kindle Fire will let me download the app, but my Nexus 7 is still working, so I'd have to try and download the TLC Go on that then. Maybe get me off of floating around YouTube in the middle of the night. But it all depends on what I feel like watching too. I always go back and forth. No, I'm on YouTube right now, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, last night I was watching Vegan Gains yell about people being terrible with their diets. It was kind of funny. That guy likes to say, well, this cohort study and this meta-analysis and this and that, and it's like, dude, do you ever come up with things on your own? Do you ever think that maybe some people can't follow your diet? Because he thinks everybody can be vegan. Doesn't matter. So when Blair White quit being vegan because she was getting sicker and sicker between the supplements she had to take and her hormones for her transition, boy, Vegan Gains and other vegans went down on Blair White like you would not believe. Not that way. She wasn't doing veganism right, and she was using her hormones as an excuse and everything else. It was pretty bad. Hmm? Oh, sometimes I watch it just to I go and turn around, and some of my amusement I get from watching the extreme vegan side, the extreme carnivore side. You know, it's just human health and also psychological health and, pardon me, like cultish behavior and things like that always interest me. And then as a nurse, this stuff interests me as well. So it's just, you know, I don't watch one consistent person. It just depends on my moods. Yeah, hubby just said I'm weird. But he loves me anyway. Is it because I'm weird? That's like every time Daphne uploads too, I watch her too. You know, it's like, oh, Daphne's got a new one, gotta go watch. Just like when Sir Sick uploads a new video, oh, gotta go watch it now. Yeah, Sir Sick is our guilty pleasure. He's so funny. Oh, that is looking really cool. I'm liking that. Sweet. Yeah, I actually need to lengthen this part right here. Ah! Well, that made my eyes cross. There we go. Bring that down a little bit. I don't know which new one. Did she just upload yesterday then? Or, because I may have missed the notification. There we go. Here, I think that's going to be the right length in the middle. I think I did, yeah. I don't remember. It depends on how tired I am when I'm watching them. Yeah, I do think I watched it. I just don't remember what she talked about. Let's go like that. There we go. Whoops, missed. There we go. Oof. Okay, gotta pause on that. I just made myself queasy. Oh, I missed that one then. I hope they're able to get shelters for them because Colorado's gonna get awfully cold awfully fast. Alright, I gotta take a break from that thing. I just made myself really queasy. Of course, I'm running on about 2.5 hours of sleep. Gosh, that's one wing so far. It's already starting to take shape. Now we'll work on the castle walls. I want to get this ready for the 50th episode download, but I'm nowhere near ready. I don't count the live streams as actual episodes. I like to do smaller projects on the episodes, but the 50th one is going to have the full tour of what I've got so far. And I'll be done with shaders on it and stuff. And then what I have built so far will be up for download on Google. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Where am I going? Oh, over that way. One of my friends retired from being an RN to become a personal chef, and not only a personal chef, but she's got her own business, so she's supplying nuts and snack goodies to local brew pubs and stuff around here. So she's really enjoying herself. She said it's a lot less stressful than her nursing career was, which, yeah, it can get really stressful. Alright, I want to leave that lava there. So I think we're gonna... Let's look at the layout of this beast. I might have to take that lava out. I really should go along here. I'm going to keep this inner wall in here because I already got a gate started. Wow, that thing's going to be big. Yeah, I already got a layout for a gate right there. Well, let's take this lava out. All we need is lava. Do, 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 do. All we need is lava. Okay, I'm having a weird moment. All right. So really, that might be another tower right there too. So I'm just going to leave that as it is right now. Oh. Come on, go away. All right. This castle alone is going to be just a massive complex. It's having a massive complex. Okay. I think we're going to go this way around this little curve here. Doesn't need to stay there. But this is the wealthy capital city too. So they work on their, you know, their premise that they have to show off their wealth. Then they have all the shipping industries that come in through the nether, through the air, sea, and land. Oh yeah, the seaport's gonna be a long one to build. That's the problem, is the angry part. She's just so angry. And I can't get past that. She doesn't have much of an argument past her anger, and then she's so conspiracy on top of it. And it's like, you know, it's almost like she's blaming others for her personal decisions. And so that's why I'm not a fan of hers. And I know she's got issues she has to work through and everything, but it's just she's extremely negative. She comes across as hateful, and I am not a fan of that. Oh yeah. Um yeah, Mudbrooker, what is it? Andy is Yoda, does a lot of Frank Lloyd Wright type stuff. And yeah, I really like Andy as Yoda. He's a really nice guy. Oh yeah. And I don't know, Sadie, if Tuesday will go and get therapy because she's so anti-medicine, anti-establishment. She needs a therapy, but I don't know if she'd go in and do it. And maybe I might be a little biased because of my profession. I don't think so in this case. I take some issue with people who are that anti-medicine. You know, trying to say that it's all out to get you and everything else. A lot of us in the medical fields work our butts off to help people. And there are times that medications are absolutely necessary. Yeah, where I can get people. like vaccines are necessary. I actually convinced somebody who was totally anti-medicine that maybe they needed to rethink that, because I asked this one question. And I asked this a Patriot nurse too, and she turned around and went and said, well, if a child is born sick, that's the parent's fault. And she shouldn't be responsible for it. But so I've had a negative response. But this one person that I asked, though, I said, okay, say you know of a parent who has a child with a heart transplant. Are you going to tell that parent not to give the anti-rejection medications to the child? Because it is a known fact that without those anti-rejection medications, that child's body is going to reject that new heart and that child will die. And that shut that person right up, I'll tell you, because first off, at that point, you're the one convincing the parent of that decision. And what if this child is, say, going to school regularly, doesn't have any medical equipment or anything anymore, and wants to become a doctor and wants to have a full happy life, and she has no mental problems, no nothing? You're going to tell that parent to not give that medication or not insist that that child takes that medication so they die? What kind of life have you just destroyed? And so I firmly believe that. And the reason why I asked that particular question is because I know a child like that. I've had a lot of heart transplant kids. And so these people that are anti-medicine, it just really bothers me because they're not basing it on the science. And yeah, it's not that pharmacy companies haven't caused problems. Oh yeah, they have. That's a big money-making industry. But not all of it is bad. You know, so that's my thoughts on that one. Freely's looking like a corpse. I kind of agree with Tuesday there. I don't think Freely is stupid. I think Freely has found a hook. You think how much money that woman's making between her books that she sells and her YouTube channel and everything else. She has found a hook. I don't think she's stupid. I think she's she does have her eating disorder and everything, but I think she's making money. She knows exactly what she's doing. And she said some extremely obnoxious, vile things over the years, and it got her attention. And she still has that attention. And that's the hook that I think Shani is trying to get now too, is get all this attention by saying the most horrifying things possible so that she gets an audience. And that's how these people make money. But another part of me looks at Freely too, is I think she's really, really brainwashed herself in a lot of this. It's kind of I kind of have two minds about her, actually, because besides the fact that she is doing this and making a lot of money off of it, she still believes a lot of her own rhetoric as well. She's really, really brainwashed herself big time. But she still has that hook. And so when she tried the no talking videos, it wasn't popular enough. She didn't get enough views. So then she started going after Amber Lynn and some other ones, she's trying to get a bigger audience. And so doing those really peaceful, really nice videos that people were enjoying wasn't enough people enjoying it. So yeah, Freely's always looking for her hook. Shani on Dr. Phil. Oh my God. Oh dear. My husband said, "What did poor Dr. Phil do to deserve that?" I just got done before I started the stream. I was watching Jeff Holiday and his newest video about Jilly Juice again. Jilly's at it again. Oh my word, that woman. It's a nightmare. Oh wow, she's a nightmare. It's so awful. Trying to promote her fermented rotten cabbage juice. It's like, oh wow. These snake oil salesmen, you know, they still are out there. It just isn't snake oil anymore, you know. Oh, that's gonna work out. This is actually gonna work out pretty nice. I think that's the right shape for this whole complex. Oh, Lakshmi Dairy Girl is just... She's still around, isn't she? Oh, I tried to make sauerkraut, Mudbrooker. I didn't have any success with it. I do a really good kimchi, but I just couldn't get sauerkraut to work. And I don't know if I just wasn't giving it enough time. But it come out really super slimy, and it's like, I eat sauerkraut, I know it shouldn't be that slimy. So it's like, yeah, well, there goes that batch. You know, but, yeah, kimchi I don't have any problems making. Which reminds me, I have some sauerkraut from Germany in the fridge. I should have some. I never used to like sauerkraut. I'm German. I never used to like sauerkraut. And it's like one day, oh, hey, I'm really craving this. Okay. Now I like sauerkraut. I don't know what minerals I was missing at the time. I guess I should have had Jilly Juice. That's possible. My furnace is not the best controlled in this house. It's got an old thermostat, and oftentimes the furnace will just shut off. Other times it just overheats the whole house. And we have the same issue with the central air. So it is possible that it was just too warm. I'd believe that. Oh, and as far as Sadie, as far as Tuesday being anti-abortion, yeah, I caught that too. I'm not anti-abortion. I am anti, it has to be used as a form of birth control. To the extent, the numbers that it is being used as birth control. We have better options out there. Things we could do is more free, accurate health and sex education, more free and effective forms of birth control out there, better free health care. I mean, they're attacking Planned Parenthood and all these other places that do more than abortions. I mean, and those services need to be out there. Those groups need to be out there. But churches are trying to take over our healthcare system and everything else. And so a lot of people are not educated about their own bodies. And I think that's causing an increase in pregnancies there. And since birth control isn't as readily available, they're using abortion as birth control. And whoops, that's where I think it's being done too much. Now if I'd stop hitting the wrong button. So I still think, you know, women do have the right to choose. I mean, it's their bodies, you know. And the laws should not force a woman who has been raped or a child who's been raped to have that child. That's not right. Abortion is a necessary thing, but it's just, like I said, it's too many people using it as just a method of birth control, and that's where I take issues with it. Your phone is overheating? Ugh. Sometimes the live streams will do that to mine. Are you watching the live stream on your phone? I know sometimes if I'm watching live streams on my phone and it's plugged in at the same time, it'll sometimes overheat. I think it's because you're trying to charge the battery and use the battery at the same time, plus the amount of graphics that are having to run to play the video. And then you have the live chat is also, you know, that doesn't fall under the graphics. That's a different part of the processor that's being used. So you have all these things being used by your phone's central processing unit right at the time that you're watching a live stream. There's too much going in and out at the same time. And so that's why it's doing that. Sometimes the fix is, if your battery is full, is to just unplug the phone and continue watching. Or if you can set it on a cooler surface while you're watching. Or both. Holy cow, you got a lot of stuff in that hold. Wow. Nice. No, I mean, like I said, sometimes my iPhone does the same thing, so I just have to unplug it or shut off the app that I'm using on it and let it finish charging and then load up the app again, and, you know, things like that. It depends on how much I'm taxing the phone, but yeah, watching live streams and live chat at the same time while it's plugged in will tax the phone. And then if you have other things in the background that you didn't close out all the way, and they're trying to run at the same time, like any notifications from different apps and stuff will also take up CPU. And those, at the same time that you've got it plugged in and you're watching the live stream, and then you got these notifications coming through and these background applications running, that will also tax the phone. Yeah, I probably would maybe have to give it a break. Let the phone rest a while. How old is the phone? Only a year. Do you have a case on it right now? An extra case, like an OtterBox or something on the phone? Because sometimes, too, that won't allow the phone to cool, so you have to take it out of the case. Samsung J? Huh. Yeah, you might have to let the phone cool off. Well, it's because the case is adding an extra layer on the phone. You know, you have extra material there that's not helping the phone cool off. And well, we've had bad luck with Samsung here, but you know, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, sometimes you just have to remove the case and, you know, just set the phone down and not have it run anything for a while until the phone cools off. Occasionally I have that issue with my iPhone. I'm going to be probably closing out this live stream pretty soon anyway here, because I've got other things I got to do today. And hubby and I are going to have an EVE Online date. That's both of us have a day off today, so we're going to have a date. And I need to eat. Waiting to see if Sadie says anything else. I've been going almost 3 hours already. Wow. I'd lose my mind doing like a 20-hour live stream. Yeah. That was mean of me yesterday to say to Fight the Flat Earth in the live chat that we need to quickly promote more subs so that he'd have to do a 40-hour live stream, since he was doing 1 hour for every 1,000 subs he had. I'm so mean. Well, I made some progress. This thing's a beast. I think this is going to be a whole city. Episode 50, though, I might, after that, give myself a break and go work somewhere else. that might cool it off a bit. Just don't forget it in the freezer. I've done that. Maybe stick it in the fridge, not the freezer. But yeah, accidentally one night I had Sudafed and I stuck my iPhone in the freezer and I did the whole find my phone thing. I had T-Mobile call it and it's like, where am I hearing the ringing from? And I was frantic. And so T-Mobile was saying, well, it's a street away. And I'm like, somebody stole my phone out of the vehicle? Did I drop it and they picked it up? Well, no, my homing thing on my iPhone automatically puts it at a street away. So for some reason, Apple thinks that my address is 1 block away from where I actually live. Well, I didn't realize that at the time. So I'm absolutely frantic. It's like, oh my gosh, my phone is gone. And I'm panicking and panicking. So I had T-Mobile call again, and I'm hearing that faint ringing again. And it's like, I know it's in this house. I went to go and get something out of the freezer, and there was my iPhone. That wasn't the same day that I almost started a fire in the kitchen trying to make Campbell's chicken noodle soup because of Sudafed. Yeah, if I have Sudafed because I'm really sick or something, I cannot do things. I get really loopy. I have a very low medication tolerance, so a lot of things will loop me to no end. But I think I'm going to call it so that I can get some food for one thing and run to the bathroom and do all that fun stuff. So I'm planning, I'm not sure if I'm streaming Friday or Saturday this week, one or the other. And my friend wants me to paint a turtle on a rock, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I might be also adding to a sculpture of a My Little Pony that I'm doing at that point. But the Eiffel Tower painting is finished, and so I for sure have the turtle to go. So it's either Friday or Saturday. So you guys have a fantastic day for me, evening. Anybody watching this later, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a fantastic couple of days till I see you all again. Blessed be everybody. Take care. How do I stop this crazy thing?